He's out there, he's playing, he's chirping. The 15-time All-Star. Oh, the Laker fan.
Me to be drafted by the Lakers and also to play with Kobe Bryant?
It'd be amazing.
All right, so Boston just made the 6th overall pick. Now the Los Angeles Lakers are on the clock.
We're in the first selection now. Los Angeles Lakers selection.
First time since 07, the Celtics and Lakers have had first-round picks in the same draft. And this is the highest Laker pick, first time they've had a first-rounder higher than 10 since they took Worthy #1 in 1982. Here's Adam Silver.
With the 7th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Julius Randle from the University of Kentucky.
Speaking of tough, as Marcus Smart was, so too is Julius Randle, a left-hander who led that talented young Kentucky team to the national championship game. Laker fans happy with it. Bill, I know you're high on Randle as well.
I really like Randle, and I don't like the Lakers, so I'm disappointed right now. But these last 2 picks are really good, and I think both of those guys are going to have a chip on their shoulders where they went in this draft.
Julius, I asked you before, do you think you should have went higher in the draft?
Yeah, I mean, I think I should have went higher for sure. But, you know, the teams that pass on me will regret it. But I'm not worried about it. You know, I was offered some great advice before this. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. And LA is a perfect spot for me. You know, I'm really happy to be going there. You know, I get to go play in a great city, great franchise that expects nothing but championships, great market, great organizations.
And Kobe Bryant.
You know, my idol growing up. So I couldn't be more ecstatic than where I'm going.
Yeah, I just had a Salvation Army. My first day as a Laker, and to be able to get back to the kids and to the community and spend time with them means a lot to me. And I know it means a lot to them as well.
Just couldn't say I'm any more happy than I am right now. You know, I'm just truly blessed to be in such a great organization, the greatest organization in the NBA.
Thank you. We're very lucky to have you.
Thank you.
Oh, this is nice.
You know, there's so many teams that have, you know, a trophy, but to see
This many, yeah.
together is really striking.
Julius Randle, that's a wrap.
4 years later.
He's a restricted free agent after this season. Should the Lakers bring him back?
I think so. I think he's unique. I think Luke has totally opened up this kid's game in the way he's using him. Playing him as a 5 is scary because he's strong enough to guard any center in the league, but there is not one center in this league that wants to have him coming downhill at him with that dribble and that power. He's one of the most unique scorers in the league right now. I think he's a matchup problem for any team. He is a Swiss Army knife 5, and I just love it. And I think he's going to keep getting better and better.
We're both fans of Julius Randle.
Unfortunately, they're going to lose a really good young player, Bees. A guy, as you mentioned, to play 4 and 5, an improved shooter, and create better than people really realize as well. It's had a couple of triple-doubles in this league, but they've already sold the fact that we need 2 max contracts.
Right.
And they put it out there, and in order to make that happen, Julius Randle, unfortunately, has to be a casualty.
So there's no chance you could go back on that now.
You
Too
can't
late.
go-
Even though, because you couldn't have predicted this, right?
Right.
You know it's going to happen this
That's where with kids, you never know. And now you're starting to see this guy explode. Like I said, Luke deserves the credit because he put this kid in a position that really highlights what he can do. And, God, that'd be a tough one to lose because I just feel like in today's NBA, he's like the ultimate power player that can take advantage of switches, all of the stuff that you need to attack the best defenses. He brings it, so we'll see.
But because you might lose him and you're not guaranteed of who's coming.
Correct.
So that's why you didn't like when they talked so much.
Correct.
Gave strategy away.
But also, what you do is you give him ammunition. Because in his head, every time he hears 2 max contracts, it's like, oh, okay, they want me out of here.
Right.
So now he's played himself into the value. As you introduced this topic, you said the guy that's been the most consistent all season on a squad that has the number 2 pick in Ball and also had Kuzma, who came out of nowhere and had a really good season.
There has been a lot of time spent talking about the future of the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, a lot. TV show minutes, radio call-in segments, actual written column inches, which are still a thing. There are small countries that don't get as much press as this team, and yet so much of it has been about stuff that doesn't even exist yet. Would LeBron sign here? Would Paul George sign here? What's Lonzo Ball going to turn into? Billboards, reality TV shows, and yet here has been what's much less discussed. The Lakers, this year's Lakers, are tremendously fun in their own right and worth as much appreciation for what they are this season as for what they could eventually turn into. There's Julius Randle. Do you remember when Randle started the season so upset his contract hadn't gotten extended that he actually walked into the arena wearing a sweatshirt that said on the back, "Pay me"? The Lakers are in a tough position with Randle, of course, because rewarding him would infringe on that big, shiny future everyone is always talking about. His salary would eat into one of their 2 projected max slots. But in recent months, Randle's taken the challenge from Luke Walton to prove that this team shouldn't continue without him. He's just become an absolute bully in the paint. Now, I don't want to go too far. The first half of the season certainly had some very tough nights in LA. And even now, this is not a playoff team in a conference where it seems literally almost everyone is a playoff team. But since the Lakers won't keep their own pick this year, they're not a tanking team either. And that has made a huge difference in both locker room culture and what it's like for fans to watch them. They are plucky, they are dedicated, they are fun, and they are enough of any of those things. Look, are they enough to get LeBron or get PG or eventually win another title? I don't have any idea. But at the moment, I don't really care. I like this team. And for right now, that is more than enough. Stay with me in the moment here.
I'm here.
We'll talk about the future, but stay with me in the moment. What is your biggest takeaway from the Lakers this season?
They're definitely on the up, right? They're on the come up when you talk about things that have to happen for teams that go from, non-playoffs to be a playoff team, like Kyle Kuzma. What a surprise he is. I mean, my biggest takeaway from the season is he has the best hook shot in the league already. I mean, that thing is
working on that
amazing
Kareem, right?
But so you've got a guy there who can be potentially an elite scorer in this league. And Brandon Ingram, I mean, the growth from year 1 to year 2, there seems to be finding different ways to utilize him. Seems to be that maybe he likes the ball in his hands sometimes, run that pick and roll and do things like that. That's obviously a positive. You mentioned the Julius Randle thing, despite the fact that, it become a conundrum there with whether to pay him or not. All those things make you say, okay, at the very least, they are building something nice, something of a core. Is it enough? I personally don't think so. But I do think it's an intriguing group that can, with another piece, make a playoff run and then just keep climbing. Sure.
And by the way, again, there you go, talking about the future again.
All right.
We're going to get there. But you've done sidelines for a few of their games this year. The atmosphere, it's just so much better. You go across the street sometimes, Tracy, it's much nicer to be there for Lakers games now.
Well, the guys they're competing. They're bringing excitement to the game. They have some young, exciting players. And if these guys can stay together, they stay healthy, and add to what they're, putting together.
You mentioned the Trace. I mean, do you guys think that they have proved their doubters wrong?
Well, for me, I mean, I think they really haven't proved anything yet because, this is one of the biggest off seasons for them. And the next 2 years. If they can't land what, they cleared out a lot of space to open up for LeBron, Kawhi, or Paul George. If they can't land any of these guys, then no, they haven't proved anything to us. They failed.
Ooh. All they've done is set the table.
Yeah,
they have to close.
The table is set right now.
You guys are a tough
if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, salary cap space means nothing until you close. Absolutely. You created the sort of the nest. You created the build, that group, that core group of young players that maybe other people will want to come and see. Now, if they can find a way to pull off, and I don't know, Paul George and then Kawhi Leonard combo, bring the LA people back together, and all of a sudden LA's right back in it, then they've passed with flying colors. Right now, the jury's still out.
I'm going on smaller increments. They drafted well, and that's a big thing, and not something we've always seen from this organization. They didn't hand out any crazy contracts over the summer.
They made the best of the Isaiah Thomas trade.
Made the best of the Isaiah Thomas trade. And frankly, I think another smaller size test this summer will be just can Magic Johnson start to get these people in the room. Because the Lakers fell off over the last couple off seasons of even getting free agent meetings with guys. Nobody even wanted to bother. And I think part of the reason Jeannie Buss brought in Magic was get these people in the room. Wanted to see if people want to talk to Magic Johnson. I think they will.